Okay, we are now recording. Yes, okay. This is Barbara Bertucci, and I'm an independent wellness consultant with NECAN. And I actually have been in NECAN now, or NECAN's been in my life now for 21 years this May. Just transformed my life. It's been an amazing journey, and I'm here to share with you Discover Active Wellness. Now, just to kind of give you a little bit more about me, I actually am a reflexologist. I got that after my dad is an old GP, old doctor that did the surgeries, all the basic surgeries, tonsillectomy, appendectomy, any ectomy, and but we also I grew up with just all kind of life around us and how to help them and have them be healthier, whether it's chickens or birds or pheasants or peacocks. We had all kind of things in our world. So just a wonderful adjunct, and I was very athletic. I was on the Swiss basketball team. I was one of the two Americans that played there. It was such an honor and a grace to do that. So very active in my youth. And then after I had my second child, things shifted and moved, and I suffered with a bad back for 4.5 years. Later on, and I want to kind of underline this, it became chronic. And I say that because I was misdiagnosed with chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, and also at one point MS. And I say that because if you had asked me how I slept, I would have said I sleep great. I can sleep anywhere and everywhere because I was totally exhausted. So when NECAN came into my life, I got a good night's sleep. On day 3, I woke up and things just started shifting for me. And I realized that we're not recording.
Yes, you are.
I am? Oh, good. Thank you. Perfect. Okay, great. So anyway, so things shifted for me. On day 3, I was able to stand right up instead of rolling on my belly, pushing myself up out of bed, kind of making my way to the bathroom, taking the hottest shower to get my body moving and going. And I was starting to have my vibrancy back. I got my energy back, my vitality. Now that's our nighttime products. I also talk about daytime products that really shifted for me. So you're going to discover some of this. The person that invited you here, either today or with a recording, I just want you to be open and to play with these natural energy products because they can transform or have the potentiality to transform your family's life, and that especially, you. And I know we all are going to age, but we do not need to get old. That's my motto. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, the compounding effect. I was just talking about we are all going to age, but we don't need to get old. I love this because it's all small choices that we make every day to be wise. I'm just making my salad downstairs, and I had a hard-boiled egg. I'm chopping some things for a party tonight that we're having, a wellness event that we're having. So I know that there's going to be good food that I can eat there. So I've got celery, I've got cucumbers, I've got some peppers and hummus and just some good yummy food. And I think that's the trick, is to get a lot of things in your kitchen, your coffer, whether it's light nuts, things that are healthy so that you can, and while you're figuring out what to eat, have a little bit of salt in the palm of your hand, lick it, drink your water, and hydrate, because a lot of us think we're hungry when we really need to hydrate. So, but this is small choices. It's the compounding effect. And yeah, maybe one piece of pie at a party is not bad. It's doing it on a daily basis over time is going to bring you on that red arrow going down. It's just going to compound. The body can't handle it. It puts it under stress. And we were just talking about the Kinsen Vital Balance shake in the morning and how great that is to have, that it makes you not only feel good and have more energy and clarity of mind, but it's an easy, quick breakfast that supplies a whole lot more nutrients than just a shake. So, but anyway, so we want to look at humans being more, not humans under stress. And so I know I just turned 57 in December. I have more energy, more vitality than I did in my 30s. So I just thank goodness all the time for Nikan, because as you make the decision to get some of these products and such, you know, you kind of forget about them. We walk, we sit, we sleep. Okay, walking, you got to take them out of your shoes and put them in the next pair of shoes and get ready for the next day. But other than that, you know, you just have them. I have a car seat in my car. I got the water downstairs in my kitchen. You just make small choices. Get a bottle to carry with you, and that can make a big difference so small choices plus consistency over time can make a radical difference. You know, I am going to look this up, but Deepak Chopra talks about, you know, each organ in the body, how it can rejuvenate itself over a 3 month, 6 month, you know, different organs at different times. You actually get that. So pretty powerful that you can transform your life at any age, at any time. And we were talking about the liver this morning. What an amazing vessel that is. It's the largest organ in our body, and we need to filter that out. And so, but anyway, here we go. So this radical difference can make results in income, health, relationships, happiness, and success. So we're going to talk about, you know, stress, sleep, air, water. Got a lot, and I talked about the compounding effects of my back and what happened, and what, you know, that stress, it's a compounding. I know when you kind of go in the car and almost have an accident, that puts stress on you. You know, everything impacts it. It impacts heart disease, diabetes, fatigue, allergies, sleep, and weight. So pretty amazing if we can start to unwind the stresses in our world by sleeping in this wonderful cocoon, by having, I know I have did have my back magnet. I have my back magnet somewhere. Oh, there it is. By having your daytime products on, I've got my power band on. You know, by having these products on during the day, we can help de-stress us as we sit in front of the computer, as we answer the telephone and put all this energy up to our ear. You know, we can help protect ourselves. So I'm going to read about sleep. So 70% of Americans have sleep issues. One poor night's sleep drops off your immune system by 60% immediately. I don't know. I must not have had any immune system back in my 30s because I was exhausted. So, but I'm going to read about air. We're going to go into air as well, because I do want, Hattie Jane is going to be here sharing, and I'm going to talk to you about her, but I'm going to hang on here. Actually, I'm going to read both these because she may touch upon the water as well. So outdoor, indoor air pollution, 7 million premature deaths annually linked to air pollution, according to the World Organization. Pretty amazing. 260 contaminants found in our tap water. Bottled water is found to contain over 24,000 chemicals, including endocrine disruptors, which actually has something to do with your hormones. And I'm going to stop sharing so I can get Hattie Jane up large. And so you want to hit your, let's hit yeah, perfect. We're on, what do we call it? Gallery view. Okay, so Hattie Jane is a retired RN. She's got her BNS. Help me. Hattie, you may have to help me with the introduction.
Baccalaureate science. Baccalaureate of science. No words, I went to college.
But she is a plethora of information. We are so blessed to have her on here, and that she also enjoys the NECAM product. So Hattie Jane, take it away for me.
Well, thank you very much. In the sleep system, when we both first joined with NECAM, they had the pillow, and they had a pad, but at the time I couldn't afford the full pad overlay. So I got the seat cushion, and I used the seat cushion and the pillow to sleep on And my sleep at that point was with a wedge because I couldn't lay flat and still breathe. So I would just sleep with a wedge. And it was so surprising to me to feel that suddenly it was like I was heated up, really thinking, but checking in the mirror, no, I'm not flushed. I'm not feeling hot, but the sensation was so different. And then I became aware that I would be more comfortable if I laid flatter, and I could breathe. And that was nice to be able to lay down flat and sleep. But even more amazing was that suddenly I realized that I was breathing extremely comfortable through my nose, and my mouth was shut. And that's the first time in nearly 50 years that I've been able to breathe through my nose with my mouth shut. And I mean for everything and anything. So that was like, whoa, Megan.
That's big. That's amazing. So, and did you then get the air system? Were you talking that, or just
that air system didn't come out until for another number of years.
Did you?
But when it came out,
this on your chest? Did you put this on your chest?
Yeah, well, yes, that was all originally, yes. I started with the insoles in my shoes, and I used the insoles on my back.
Okay.
I got then I got the back flex. And what was amazing, that another lady had shared her experience with me, that putting it on her chest horizontally, so the magnets went across in this direction, helped her breathe better. And so I tried it, and it helped me breathe better. And one of the big shocks about it was that my personality nature has always been quick-tempered and can get irritable very easily, and yada yada yada. And I tried to improve my health and my mental attitude so I'd be easier to live with. And I finally was like, you all have to cope, because that's all I can do. I used it on my chest as I was going downtown, because I knew I'd be entering environments that would make my allergies worse and make me have more respiratory problems. And as I walked down the street with it on, I suddenly became aware that the chip on my shoulder hadn't come with me. And that was the very first time I ever felt truly in balance and calm and happy and breathing, and not having this chip on my shoulder. I wasn't looking for a fight. And it was weird and wonderful. So for me personally, there was some link with breathing and fighting for air, literally, fighting for life. And so I was always on fight mode, as opposed to not being on fight mode. So that was another combination effect, that I used the back flex because of somebody else's experience, which is the magnetic, and I used it in such a way that she had found that it worked, and it worked for me for breathing. But then the other effect was something I wasn't looking for, but it worked. And it's wonderful. So Nikan has delightful surprises around you. And if you have things, because you've heard somebody else say something, but you don't know how you're going to use them, don't worry, something will come up. It'll work wonderfully.
Well, I was just sharing about this handy dandy back flex last night, because I think it's going to be, or should be, a part of everybody's first aid kit. It's amazing. I use it on my tummy. I use it on my chest. I wear it on my back. I'm going to go do some grocery shopping. We got an event tonight. I'm just going to have it in there preventatively. I'm a little vain, so I'm going to give a little commercial shout out to Belva White. She makes a wonderful little cover. and I think it's like $7. It's lined, and it's got the little Velcro, helps keep it in your britches. But we do have a back belt that goes with it. Oh, and she'll be in Orlando, so we can pick things there. So
there's some beautiful stuff.
Yeah, I'm just thrilled, about that. Now, I think I'm going to continue on, and then when we get past the products, you'll think about what else you want to share. Okay? Does that sound good?
All right.
Okay, let me go back to sharing. Thank you. I like seeing everybody big here. I think that works. Let's see. Okay, yay. I love technology. It's amazing. So we talked about water. Water, we are, oh my goodness, we're 70-something% water, and our brain is over 80, I think it's like 83, 86% water. So if you have a headache, go get your water, get you a little bit of salt, put that on, that makes your own electrolytes, lick it. I like the real from Utah. You can use Himalayan, not iodized, American Morton salt. No. Pure chemicals, we've altered it, we've changed it. So real salt, REAL, I like it. It's from Utah. Or you can do Himalayan. So hydrate yourself. Get that water in your body. Get it going. And also, did you know that a showering in a 15-minute hot shower is as if you drank 8 glasses of 8 ounces of water for a month of tap water. Yuck. So I know we're all conscientious of what we're drinking, what we're putting in our body, but our skin is the largest organ in our body. And so I love getting ahead of myself. I have a little commercial break, so I'll get back to the skin in just a moment. Okay, so health trends. 1 out of every 5 adolescent, let me move this down, okay, were obese in 2011, 2012. That's actually the last statistics that we have about this. Nearly 30% of children aged between 2 and 11 were overweight. Inadequate consumption of essential nutrients has been seen to increase the risk of cardiovascular disease, cancer, and type 2 diabetes. Diabetes, from Paul Zane Pilzer, is now, type 2 diabetes is now a pandemic. That's beyond epidemic. It's a pandemic. It's over. It's universal. It's worldwide. It's not good. Although we are leading edge, unfortunately, in that realm here in America. So less than half of adolescents eat the needed amount of vegetables. Well, that's where our shakes come in, or our greenzymes come in. And low-income families, they have a lower level of well-being due to limited resources, lack of access to healthier foods, high levels of stress, anxiety, and depression, and a greater exposure to marketing of obese promoting products and limited access to health care. Remember, I was talking about replacing them. I know they talked about the Oreo. They took out what's in the Oreo. When you eat 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, the brain goes, okay, enough banana, give me orange, give me something else, give me whatever. I've had enough. But they took whatever was in the Oreo out. So you eat 1 Oreo, 2 Oreo, all of a sudden the whole packet's gone because your brain never gets a signal that says, enough Oreo already. So just be aware of that. They are smart people, and instead of making smaller packages, or they might 2 for 1 or stuff like that. But if you notice, the chip bags are really, really tiny, and then they go to the grab size, the bigger size, because they want you to get the bigger size and eat more. It's just a consumable thing. It's a trick of the marketing. So don't buy into that. Start with your healthy snacks and start waking up and making those healthy choices. Okay, only 27.1% of high school children report meeting the standard of U.S. Department of Health and Human Services guidelines for participating in physical activity. Now, we just got to get them out from behind the little, Game Boys and the different games that they do, and because they actually think they're going and doing things. They feel like they've been outside, but really they haven't. They need the air. We have good light. We've got good air. We're bringing that indoors now, especially for you guys that are just coming out of winter. That's a big deal. here in Florida, it's gotten better, thank goodness. And so, oops. Okay, great. So what's the answer? Humans being more healthy by choice, not by chance. You know, we all want to be vibrant. Look at these 20, 30-year-olds jumping up in there, and they are, and they think they're indispensable. I think that I was talking to this one the other day, and she said that, you know, she had just had, oh, what was the name of it? It wasn't a Red Bull. It was like a Zoom or something. I'll have to think of the name of it. But anyway, she goes, it was the drink of the 80s or the 90s. It was the drink of the 90s. And it's full of acidity. I mean, it was bigger, like a 3 times Mountain Dew, she said. And it's come back out on the market. It's so acidic. It just leaches everything out of your body. It takes all the calcium out of your body. So not a good thing to do. So choose active wellness. An active process through which people become aware and make choices toward a more successful existence. Amazing that we can take this. I think of a ship sometimes too. If you take a ship and you just go 2 degrees to the left, then you're going to just end up in a whole nother area. You just don't know all the things that we're preventing by using these Nikken products. It's pretty amazing. And I can, yeah, it's just amazing. That's all I can say. I know that, you know, I am 11 years cancer thriver, and it's amazing how well you can do through surgeries, you know, blended with this and other modalities. It just is amazing how well you can feel and how good you can be. Okay. So Nikken, we're talking about our holistic approach to life. And if you take this mind, body, family, society, and finances, we want to make it balanced. We want to live in a life of balance, right? So if this was a tire, you want to check out, and because when my body was out of whack, that affected every part of my life, my mind, my finances, my society, my family. When Hattie Jane, when she had her breathing issues, it affected her body, but then she said she had the chip on her shoulder, her mind, I'm sure she wasn't pleasant to be around. So then the family, the society, all of that, you are not in a position to contribute to society if you don't feel well. That is a fact. So here we go with the Nikken Wellness Home. We've got air, sleep, light, water, and nutrition. It's pretty amazing. I don't know where Susan Carver gets her little marker, but I'd love to be able to do this. We need to get the little circle. So there's the air system right there in the center. You see the light there, J Greenzymes, and back in the back is our living waterfall. Done naturally. You get the negative ions, water, and you just bring these things into your home, less than the cost of a TV console, you know, all the things that people put around their TV. You can have this wellness home environment and sleep in your home, right? I mean, it's just an amazing thing. So let me see where we're going. Okay, this is great. So the skin care, I mentioned earlier, the skin is the largest organ in our body. So that, along with the shower system, amazing. You know, it just makes your hair so silky smooth. We actually have the marine mineraled now skin care that's amazing. And just, you know, if you have creams and ointments, use them, you know, use them up. Unless they say petroleum, look at the label, because you don't want to be putting something that says petroleum on it. You wouldn't go to the gas station and put gasoline on your hand. You don't want that, because once it goes on the skin, it's got to get processed through the whole body to get out of it. So we want to put whole or organic on our body, and the same with our supplements. We have nutraceutical type supplements. It's whole food. It's the whole foodlet that we have. So you take that osteodense, which is off the chart. No one has it. No, Dr. Naidu is a brilliant man. We have a bone health seminar tonight with lactoferrin. He stopped the toxic shock syndrome. He, it's just, he was nominated 2 or 3 times for a Nobel Peace Prize. He's just a brilliant man. And so this works with the synovial fluid of the body, and you absorb your calcium naturally. And that way, that's your building block. That's everything that you do in your body to be healthy and vibrant. So Siaga is a blend of healthy drink. It's cardiovascular, immune system, antioxidant, gastrointestinal, and adaptogenic, all in a little jigger. I know when my mom was getting up there in age, I gave her the Siaga with a little bit of water and a teaspoon of greenzymes in there. And she would look at the color and then look at me and look at the color. And I'd be like, you just don't know what you're preventing. This is your energy boost drink. And so she would drink that up. So we're going to go to the environment. We've got air. We've got the light that we talked about, the water. And then again, the rest and relaxation. I guess I can mention a little bit about the air. I didn't realize our time frame is getting there. So the air we have, in the hospitals, they have HEPA systems, and the HEPA, takes out all the things in the environment. It was a 5-stage filter that we had. Now this is a HULPA. It takes out even viruses. They've got one more layer of filtration that takes out the viral. So, wow, what an amazing adjunct to our environment. We've learned how to build these magnificent homes with the double pane windows and the air conditioning and everything. And now in Florida, we get a little bit too much moisture. We've got mold and other things. So you just don't know what you're preventing here with that. So I think, Hattie Jane, I might have you share a little bit about the sleep system once you got the whole sleep system and such, and maybe your daytime products as quick and as concise as you can.
It was just marvelous. I have a overlying reality that runs in our family that our muscles get very, very tight and discomforting. And someone goes to touch you and you can jump because it hurts. And you go, wah, 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 wah. I just touched you. But when when I got the sleep system, I was able to lay down in the bed and my body just felt like it was going clickety clack, 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 clickety clack, as it just released all the inner tension that it was holding on to. And I've never been as severely uncomfortable as I was during those years before that. And it's wonderful. Nice. And I accompanied my mother on her journey into Alzheimer's, and with the sleep system and the Backflex, and many hung around the neck, she was comfortable, whereas she had this same reality and had been being patted on the head that it was just all in her mind. And she said, I'm not smart enough. So, but during her last year, she was comfortable, even though she wasn't able to know herself as well with the Alzheimer's. Wow. So it was a great gift to have the sleep system, because I knew that she was being more comfortable despite the journey into strange land.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Hattie Jane, again for being on today and sharing your story. And you just look vibrant and happy. You can't imagine that chip on that shoulder. So,
I'm so glad I got something to get it off.
Look, I think we all know someone like you. We have to go think of, who might that?
You got on the wrong side of the bed. I wonder how you're breathing.
So every home a wellness home, that would just be amazing. It's become a mission for me to share this. you know, that's what we do, is we just share these products like show and tell, and it's up to the person to, you know, get it into their world, or how to, you know, maybe get a power band, try on a few things, and really just start playing with these natural energies of the earth that we all need and should, I think, should have around us. So so discover it, live it, share it. And right now you can be a customer at no charge, 25% off consumables, which is amazing. So the liver support that we didn't talk about right now, but we did earlier this morning, or the Kinsen Vital Balance Shake, amazing, you can get that. Or the skincare at 25% off. You can also add a couple of the magnets in on your order. And just give it
The duct tape is part of the
yes,
consumables.
is as well. That is, it's an amazing,
That's marvelous.
great for travel too. I just put it up on the back of my neck here, and you couldn't see it. No one knew. It was awesome. And also I've used it on my thumb, so that was really great.
It's just, Nikan is just absolutely incredible with what it comes up with and how it incorporates things that are so useful in our ongoing daily life, that we can really enjoy it for, instead of being stuck something, not enjoying it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I mean, that's it. We're all living a lot longer. We might as well be as vital and as healthy as we can. You can also look at being a part-time person and a full-time entrepreneur. So there are ways to earn a little money back with this. And so give it the person that invited you. So Nikan, discover it, live it, share it. And let's see, hold on a second. Let's stop recording.